In the shadowed corners of divine history, there is a name that even the mighty Olympians came to fear: Prometheus. But why? What could make the immortal gods, rulers of the cosmos, tremble at the thought of a single titan? It wasn't his strength, for many were stronger. It was his mind, his foresight, and his profound love for a creature the gods deemed insignificant: humanity. The first act of defiance was a masterful deception. At Mycone, a great feast was held to decide what men would sacrifice to the gods. Prometheus, ever the trickster, presented Zeus with two offerings. One was the finest meat, hidden beneath a repulsive stomach lining. The other, glistening fat that concealed nothing but bones. Zeus, blinded by greed, chose the fat and bones, forever setting the precedent for mortal sacrifices. He had been tricked, his divine authority mocked. In his fury, Zeus exacted a terrible price. He hid fire from the world, plunging humanity into a cold, dark existence. But Prometheus would not see his beloved creation suffer. In a daring act of rebellion, he ascended to the heavens, stole a sacred ember from the heart of Olympus, and delivered it to mankind. This was no mere gift. It was the dawn of a new age. With fire, humanity forged tools, built cities, and created civilization. They were no longer shivering in caves, but were now masters of their own destiny, their potential limitless. This was the source of the gods' fear. Zeus looked down from his throne and saw not reverent, submissive creatures, but beings who now possessed a power once reserved for the divine. They were becoming like gods themselves, their spirits ignited by the flame of knowledge and ambition. The reverence that had once defined the relationship between mortal and immortal was turning into independence. The gods' luster was fading in the eyes of man. The fear of losing control, of being rendered obsolete, drove Zeus to an act of eternal cruelty. He had Prometheus chained to a desolate peak in the Caucasus Mountains. Every day, a great eagle would descend to feast upon his liver, and every night his immortal flesh would heal, only for the torment to begin anew at sunrise. This brutal punishment was not just for a stolen flame. It was a message, a warning to any who would dare to elevate humanity and challenge the supremacy of the gods. The fear of Prometheus was the fear of a future where mortals no longer needed their gods, a future he had single-handedly set in motion.